All right, so number 2 from me is a Pennsylvania man accused of beating his 85-year-old wife to death over vet bills. Now, why I thought this was interesting is age is just a number to a criminal. I saw this and I'm like, geez, 85-year-old couple and this dude beats his wife to death? That is so shocking. Over vet bills.
At 85, why at that point?
That's what I'm saying. She was 85, he was 84, and apparently a 911 call came in. He lives in the Lower Pottsgrove Township, Pennsylvania, and he says that, well, he lied. So he tells them that he just came upon a scene and it looks like somebody beat his wife, okay? So police get en route, and he is standing outside waiting for them when they get there. He has blood on his hands, face, and shirt, and they start investigating the scene. And they come up with that he is the perpetrator, and he ends up confessing. From what I've seen, there is nothing confirming that, but there's no way they have these details without some sort of confession. So he says that they were arguing about vet bills, and she pulled a knife out, and then he slid a chair into her to like block her. She falls down and falls on the knife. The knife doesn't stab her based on what I'm reading, but he punches her, like beats her a little bit, and then grabs a candlestick and continues. That fight, you guys, like, are you guys sitting here imagining this in your head like I am? Two
like 85-year-old, grandpa,
yeah,
beating each other to death?
How scary of a situation. Somebody pulled a knife over vet bills? Has this woman been dealing with this type of aggression the whole time they've been married? Like,
maybe they both have like Alzheimer's or something.
I don't know. That's one of the questions I had. But he's being charged with murder 1.
Oh.
Yeah, they are not playing around with this.
Wait, I thought he said it was in like self-defense because she pulled a knife on him.
He's being charged with murder 1.
That's pretty intense.
Yep, it says Barton Seltman was arraigned on charges of first-degree murder and third-degree murder. He remains held in the Montgomery County Correction Facility without bail. I agree. I think that if somebody pulls a knife on you, now, would they be able to get him with a manslaughter because he continued after she had fallen? Probably. I could see that. I get it. But is what he's claiming happened not really what happened? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
What have the police seen in this situation that make them want to charge this elderly man with murder 1?
Yeah, they'd have to see some kind of element of like, you know, thinking ahead, I would think.
Or not being honest by calling 911 and saying, you know, I found her like this. They probably don't know. But when you start a situation like this, when you're supposedly in self-defense, and you started out with a lie, that's not going to help you. Mm-mm. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
And he has a hand injury, too. You know, we've talked about this a lot. Normally when, like, you're using a weapon, there is some kind of injury to your hand, whether it's a knife with knife slip, if it's a bludgeoning weapon from the, what's it called, like the reverberation and hand slippage because of bodily fluids that come out, things like that. But his hand was hurt. They ended up taking him to the hospital and took him downtown and charged him. 85 years old. I just thought it was crazy because I'm covering a case of children, teens, man, that are doing some heinous act. And then as I'm looking stuff up, I come across one where I have an 85-year-old man, somebody doing it in the beginning of their life and then somebody doing it at the end of their life. What is going on here?
I wouldn't want to spend like my last decade in prison.
I agree.
Like, you made it through this whole life without ending up in prison for the rest of your life, and then like the last probably like 10 years of your life.
It's scary to think
what?
that this man has the capability of doing this at 85. What has he done before?
Right. Right. Has he done anything before?
Yeah.
For sure.
But let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you feel about this update. I was shocked. I was blown away.
Yeah, it's just kind of unimaginable.
I agree.
So,